Well, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Macy Lee, and I'm the manager of science and programs for Curves. Today, we're going to be discussing flexibility, stability, and mobility and why we need all of these. I love when these sessions are interactive. So if you have any questions, please type them into the chat, and I'll be checking that periodically as we go through today's session. When hearing the term workout, the first thing that may pop into your mind is strength training, like lifting weights or doing push ups or sit ups. Or you may even think of something such as an aerobic exercise, like running or walking or cycling. However, there are additional components that are critical for a total body workout. These are flexibility exercises, core stability exercises, and mobility exercises. So let's first talk about flexibility. One of the most well-known toys of all times is the slinky. The concept behind the slinky is that it's its ability to stretch and go end over end in a fluid manner. Now imagine having a body that can sustain its full range of motion and fluidity throughout a lifetime, just like a slinky does. How amazing would that be? Flexibility is the ability for joints to move through a full range of motion. Healthy, flexible joints can go through this range of motion unrestricted and pain free, and can lengthen muscles into a static stretch. To keep joints flexible, you should regularly perform flexibility exercises and stretches for flexibility. When your joints are flexible, your muscles move more freely. Flexibility can help prevent muscle stiffness and increase your range of motion during a full body workout. And as a bonus, stretches for flexibility feel great and they help release muscle tension. So, what are some basic stretches we can do for flexibility? Well, the first one is one of my personal favorites. It's a butterfly stretch. We want to sit on the floor with our knees bent and our feet pressed against each other. We want to sit up nice and tall so that we are elongating our spine, keeping our shoulders over our hips. And then as we inhale, we're going to lengthen our spine. And as we exhale, we want to just let those knees press down into the ground. You want to hold this for a few seconds and then relax and then press into that stretch again. The second stretch for flexibility is a reclining figure four, also known as a piriformis stretch. We're going to do this laying on our back, and this can be done whether laying on the floor or even in bed. We want to be again on our back with our knees bent, both feet on that flat surface. Then we're going to pick up our right leg and cross our right ankle over our left knee, and then gently pull both knees towards our chest. You want to make sure to try to hold this for about 30 seconds. Continue to breathe as you hold this, and then, of course, repeat on the other side. Another great stretch for flexibility, particularly within the hips, where a lot of us carry tension from spending long periods of time sitting, is a kneeling hip flexor stretch. We're going to start in a kneeling position with our knees directly beneath our hips. Then step 1 foot forward, placing our foot on the ground, and we want our thigh parallel to the floor. We're going to gently press forward through our hips, but we want to make sure that our knee stays right over our toes. And we're really going to feel this stretch on the knee, on the hip of the knee that's on the ground. Again, you want to hold this for about 15 to 30 seconds. Make sure that you're breathing as you hold this, and then, of course, repeat on the other side. So now let's talk about stability. Stability is the ability to maintain a desired position or movement. It also means being able to stay balanced during your full body workout. Increased stability comes from performing stability exercises that build strength, particularly core strength, and that help keep you balanced and upright. The more stable you are, the less likely you are to suffer a fall or an injury. So, what are some great stability exercises? Well, the first one is squats. These are great stability exercises. You're going to start with your feet hip distance apart, lower into a squat, strive to get those thighs parallel to the floor or as low as you can. Just don't want to let your thighs go, your hips go past your knees. And then you're going to press through your feet and power back up into that standing position. Another great one is a plank toe tap. If you can get into a plank position, you want your arms directly underneath your shoulders in a nice straight line from your ear to your shoulder, to your hip, to your heels. And from here, holding this position, you're simply going to tap your right foot out to the side about 10 inches or so away, bring it back to the center, and then repeat by tapping the other foot out to the side, really working your core to maintain your stability as you move those legs in and out. A few other great stability exercises are lateral lunges or side lunges. These are great because we don't always move in a forward and backward position. Sometimes we have to move side to side. So we're going to start with our feet shoulder distance apart with our toes either pointed forward or slightly turned out at about 45 degrees. And then step one foot out to the side, and we're going to lower into a side lunge by bending that knee, that right knee. We're going to power back up and then repeat on the other side. You're going to feel this stretch in your groin just a little bit, but we want to make sure that our bent knee, the leg that we're moving to the side, again, stays right in alignment with our toes. And then another one. These are another great plank one to do. This is a side plank with a core rotation. So you're going to start by getting into that plank position, just like we did for those lateral toe taps. And then what we're going to do is rotate our entire body onto one arm and reach the other arm up so that we're really having to engage the core to maintain that nice neutral line from our shoulder, hip to heel. We're going to reach the other arm up to the sky, hold it for a second, and then come back down, recenter ourselves, and then rotate to the other side. It's a great one for stability. Now, mobility. Mobility is the ability to move freely and easily, whether you're going through your daily activities or doing a full body workout. We naturally lose mobility with age, but it is possible to maintain it by staying active and engaging in the right mobility workouts. It's important to stay mobile so that you can maintain your quality of life and keep doing the activities you enjoy doing. So I'm going to give you three great mobility exercises. One of them is a 90-90 hip stretch. So you're going to sit on an exercise mat or on the floor. You want one leg extended straight out in front of you and the other knee bent to the side with your foot placed to the inside of your knee or to your hip. And then you're going to bring the other leg in, kind of forming that Z shape. Again, hold this for about 90 seconds, and then we want to repeat on the other side. Another great one is Spider-Man lunges. You want to place your right knee on the floor and your left foot forward on the mat. You want to lean forward so that both hands are on flat on the ground. And then we want to just press that back leg straight. Hold that again for about 30 seconds. Lower down and repeat on the other side. And then we want to do a cat-cow stretch. This is a great one, starting on our hands and knees. As you inhale, you want to move into a cow position so that we're lifting our tailbone up and we're lifting our chin up towards the ceiling. And then as we exhale, we want to go the other way where we round our back, kind of tucking our tailbone under and then tucking down our chin. So again, some great exercises for you to try for mobility. Now you may be wondering, where's the perfect place to get in your flexibility, stability, and mobility? Well, it's curves. In addition to performing exercises that we discussed, you can improve these three. The Curves 30-minute circuit is convenient, it's efficient, and while on the circuit, you'll be introduced to our workout of the week, which is referred to as our WOW. Your coach will guide you through these different 4 movements every week that will help work on all these elements of fitness, strength, mobility, stability, flexibility, and agility, the other one we didn't talk about today. These workouts are a perfect combination of all of those. And lastly, the WOW workout is included in your membership and it's free with all membership types. So you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. You want to learn more about curves, simply go to www.curves.com. And if you want to learn more about flexibility, stability, and mobility, you can go ahead to our blog. We have a blog there that's named the same thing, flexibility, stability, and mobility, and why you need them. I'd love to answer any questions you may have at this time. Well, awesome. I hope you will all join me next week as we will be talking about reading nutrition labels. And I will go ahead and put the link to that blog into the chat here. Just 1 second. See if I can get it pulled up for everybody. I appreciate all of you being here and I appreciate your patience with the little A little technical difficulty here, but there's the link. And again, next week we'll be talking about reading nutrition labels. I hope to see you all then.